It was in this chair in March where it feels like everything started to change for me. My name is Ryan Postnieks. I'm a sophomore at North Oconee High School, and I play baseball. I grew up going to Sunday school with my grandma and sister every Sunday, but I really just showed up and went through the motions. As I began to get older, I just kind of forgot about church and started doing other things on Sunday. I never really understood what church was truly about and what it meant for my life. I was not active in my faith at all, and I definitely did not have a relationship with Jesus. Middle school came and I lived a pretty normal life. In 8th grade, I met two of my best friends, Hank and Thomas. We became super close and hung out every weekend and all summer for the past 2 years. When high school started, everything was good in my eyes. But then February rolled around and Thomas, who has been going to Athens Church for a while, invited me to this retreat called the Mix. He told me all the guys were going and encouraged me to join. Thomas told me we were staying at one of our leaders' house and that it was going to be super fun. So I just decided last minute to do it. But I really didn't know what I was getting myself into. The Friday night session got me really thinking that I might not know God. That night at the house, I started to ask some questions, and Shane, our leader, just started to share his story and how Jesus became real to him. All of a sudden, that small conversation turned into a bigger group of around 10 guys, and all of the leaders hopping in on the conversation. We all just started asking questions about Jesus. And 5 to 6 hours later, it finally wrapped up. I had the chance to ask so many questions I've never asked and heard the gospel talked about in that way that I've never heard before. Eventually, I had a side conversation with Shane about what following Jesus actually looked like in real life and what it meant to give your heart to God. For the first time, I really felt like everything started to come together. Over the weeks following the Mix, we all wanted to start meeting weekly to hang out and do Bible study. So we've met every week since the Mix and continue to do that. We cook a meal, hang out, and are reading the book of John together. I had no idea at the time, but when we started meeting, a new chapter in my life was starting. I learned more and more about Jesus and my heart started to turn towards him. In recent months, I decided to fully put my faith in Jesus and surrender my life to him. We all still meet to this day, and every time I'm in this chair, I feel my faith growing and my heart turning towards the Lord. I am super grateful for my friend Thomas for inviting me to the Mix and for Shane investing in me. I'm here today to publicly profess that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior.
Hey Ryan, this is really special. Look at all your friends, your families in the back. I want you to take account of this moment and don't miss it. And I've been waiting on this day. I'm going to try to not cry this morning. I've been waiting on this day for a long time now, since we planned this a couple months ago. And I'm just so proud of you. I'm proud that you decided to make this decision today. And it's crazy to think that I didn't even know you 8 months ago. And I met you at the Mix because one of your friends, Thomas, decided to invite you. And if Thomas or you or anybody told me 8 months ago that we would be here in this moment right now, I would have never believed him. But you stepped out, and you stepped out of your comfort zone, and you came to a retreat weekend with a group you didn't know, with leaders you never met, at a church you didn't even attend. And we had some conversations and some late nights, and you learned some things, and you decided to step up and reconsider your life and rethink what faith was all about and what it meant to you. And ultimately, you met Jesus, and he changed you, and you stepped into a relationship with him. And it's really just that simple. I think we overcomplicate it at times. It's really just that simple. It only takes a moment, and your forever is changed. And it's incredible to have gotten to watch you over the last 8 months, because the person that I'm looking at right now looks nothing like the person that I met in February. And it's incredible to have got to see the life change that's gone on with you. And I'm confident that the only thing that happened in between then and now was Jesus. You know, this doesn't mean that you're perfect, that you've got all the answers, or that you won't make mistakes, because I know you will, and I've told you that. But what this day does mean is that you're giving up control, and you're giving your heart back, and you're surrendering your life to the one that gave it to you in the first place. So Ryan, I love you, and I'm I'm so proud and excited for you today. So it's my honor to baptize you today in the name of the Father that loves you, in the name of the Son that gave himself for you, in the name of the Spirit that lives inside of you.